What's happening, folks? Welcome back again to Celtic Fans TV. It is time for your live Twitter reaction to Aberdeen 2, Celtic 3. This is take two of this video, by the way. I've sorted the audio problems. I just realised that there was no sound on that entire video that I recorded. It was about 10 minutes long there, and I didn't realise until it was finished that there was no audio. So there should be audio on this one. This is the first live Twitter reaction I've done for a while, which you can probably tell, by the way, given those audio problems on that first go at it. I'll try and let you filter back in if you can be bothered. We've got audio. We've finally got audio back. A massive win for us tonight. These games have been really difficult coming back for the winter break to go to Tynecastle, to Derby, and tonight at Pittodrie. Those were absolutely massive games for us. To navigate them at maximum points is huge for us. A break for league action now. We've got Wraith in the Cup at the weekend. Then we go into the Conference League against Bodo Glimt before Dundee. But massive for us tonight. Massive for us to get 3 points up there. Come out of there, maximum points, and just move on to the next one. Still top of the league. That was massive for us tonight. As I say, these games aren't always going to be easy away at places like Pittodrie, but the main thing is 3 points. Thanks for the comments, by the way. What a wonderful voice. It's good to have it back. It was back. You just couldn't hear it in the first take. We'll start the Twitter reaction tonight with Jordan Devlin. Can't blitz every game, unfortunately. Switched off for 15 minutes in the second half. Going and scoring straight away from the equaliser, though, for the second time this season, shows the mentality of this team under Ange. Last season, we probably went on to lose that game. I think that's a good point. I think mentally this team are in a really good position. You think about going 1-0 behind in the cup final, and literally about 15 seconds later we've equalised. That shows great mental strength. It shows that conceding a goal doesn't rock the team. I know we've conceded two in relatively quick succession tonight, but when Aberdeen equalised and they get the game back to 2-2, it is on us to respond, and we did that brilliantly. To go ahead again within the space of a minute or two, it was brilliant for the team. And when you think about after Jota's goal up to full time, we didn't really create much more. Certainly not in the way of clear-cut chances. So it was massive for us to respond like that, to go back 3-2 up, and then see the game out, because, as I say, it would have been a huge blow if we would have dropped points tonight. And at that period in the game, Aberdeen were in the ascendancy, but fair play to Jota. He came up big for us again tonight. His performances against Aberdeen in particular have been excellent this season. I think that's 4 goals against them now. His first goal's really good. It's a good one. The Aberdeen defence are just in total confusion because of O'Reilly's cross. I think it's Ramsey at the back post, and the goalkeeper, they just mix it up, and Jota's there to capitalise for 1-0. The second goal, the thing I really liked about the second goal, and we just discussed it in the full-time reaction there, is the way we built the game, and I think we did that very well in the first half, particularly first 20-25 minutes. Playing out for the back under pressure, I think as this season's gone on, we've become more and more patient with that. If you think back to the start, I think a lot of people were very, very nervous about it, but the team have got better at it, and you can see tonight as an example, and in recent games, Motherwell at the weekend again, a lot of attacking moves that start at the back, and because we move teams around by building from there, it opens up chances for us further up the pitch. Next up, Brian, a bit like the Alloa game, easy first half, then a bit sloppy in the second half, and we're under pressure, but a massive 3 points. Maeda needs to do more. We had this talk after the winter break about whether second halves were a problem for us, because we're playing at such intensity in the first half, blowing teams away almost. It looked like we might do that again tonight for the first 20-25 minutes, 2-0 up, but it wasn't to be. I don't think it's an endemic problem for us at all. I think particularly when if you're up 2 or 3-0, the opposition are going to go in and totally change things at half time, and they need to have a reaction in the second half. That is only natural. Now, I think we could have dealt with that much better tonight. We almost didn't come out in the first half of that second half. Really, really poor. And I've talked a lot about how well we're defending as a team, and that was the case again tonight. I thought we were hungry without the ball. I think from open play, our shape and our desire to go and close the ball down really helps us restrict teams from creating chances, but the Achilles heel is still those set pieces. And we've seen that tonight. I think the first one's really, really poor. The entire back line effectively doesn't move after the ball's been played. Ramirez peels off into the centre of the box. He's free. I think Hatate and O'Reilly are sleeping. It's just poor defence. I think Starfelt gets a nick on it trying to block it, but we're just too late to react. And then the second one, it's only a few minutes later, so I don't know if there's confusion, but Greg Taylor's picking up Lewis Ferguson, and that seems like a mismatch for me, a bit of a red flag. But as I say, we responded, we got the game back in control, and we needed to at that stage. I was crying out for the subs before the equaliser, so it was vital that we went ahead again, but then also calmed the game down because it was getting a wee bit frantic, and Aberdeen were throwing a few balls into the box, and we just had to take control again and calm things down. Polymorphous, Aberdeen aren't mugs. You can't expect to go there and have it our own way for 90 minutes. We did enough and responded when it matters. I think this was a game for Giakoumakis. I'm not writing Maida off by any means, but I'm going to need to see more technical ability from him soon. Aye, a few comments about Maida tonight. I think he worked hard. That's a given with him. His work ethic is fantastic. He made a lot of good runs. He's lightning quick. We know that. A lot of good attributes, as I say. I think his runs were very, very good tonight. Hatate found him a few times. O'Reilly slid him in once or twice. I think the thing that did let him down is that in front of goal, his finishing was really poor. But aside from that, he brought enough to the game. He gives us a different threat to Giakoumakis. I think we all know that Kyogo is the main man, and that's his position. And when he comes back fit, I don't think we'll see Maeda as often through the middle, and I don't think we'll see Giakoumakis as often through the middle. It's Kyogo's position, but he's out for quite a long period of time. And I think Maeda tonight did well in spells, but it was just that final bit that let him down. As I say, his intensity is really good. His work without the ball is fantastic. His energy, the energy that he sets for the whole team defensively, by the way, because I think in the first half, he was integral in that closing down, that aggression, that hunger without the ball that I'm talking about. And as I say, he makes really, really intelligent runs. He's absolutely rapid, but just tonight it fell apart in front of goal for him. That can happen. We can't expect that everybody comes in and hits the ground running and has the Kyogo Hatate effect. That's not normal. Maeda's already scored a couple of goals. It might just be that he needs a run of games to hit his stride and find a bit of form, but I've no worries that Dyson Maeda will become a really good player for Celtic. We'll finish Twitter reaction tonight with Joe Coffey. First half fantastic, and the amount of energy expended in the first half. We're bound to have a drop off early in the second, but don't want these lethargic spells to eventually cost us points. End of the night, 3 points, back down the road and on to the next one. Aye, the main thing is, even though we had that sticky spell at the start of the second half, we navigated it. We responded brilliantly again. Our big players stepped up for us when we needed them, Jota in particular, and won us the game. And as Joe says, at the end of the day, 3 points is all that matters. And these difficult runs where you've got some of the toughest away games that you face all season in terms of Tynecastle, Pittodrie, to get maximum points is going to go some way to stand us in good stead. As we approach the split, the fixtures should get easier. We've still got a couple of difficult away games coming up. I think we've got Dundee at home, and thinking only about league games here, it's Hibs away, and then Livingston away. So there's plenty of tough away games coming up, and who knows how they'll go. We've seen two contrasting ways to win in the last few days. We went to Motherwell and played them off the park, won 4-0. Tonight we had to grind it out. We had to fight for it. We had to weather a storm in the second half, but we did that. And if we're going to win the title, we need to win in all sorts of ways. And it's good that we can see a mentality in this team, a winning mentality. And when you think back to that first victory at Pittodrie, which was our first away win for 7 or 8 months, to where we're at now, the run of form that we're on, we still haven't been behind in any game since Leverkusen beat us months and months ago. We're on a fantastic run, and tonight was hard work in the second half, but the main thing is that we got the points. We're still top of the league, and now we can look towards that Scottish Cup tie against Wraith at the weekend. There you go, that's it for the live Twitter reaction. Second time of asking, we got the audio working. Thank you for watching. Like this video, comment with your own thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on Saturday for the build up to that cup tie against Wraith Rovers. Cheers.